Hi, welcome to today's edition of Newsmakers. This is a program that's produced by the Rock County Civics Academy. Our goal is to introduce to you people who behind the scenes make a difference in the quality of life that we enjoy here in Rock County. And so each week we'll bring in somebody who is behind the scenes, as we say, making the news in a quiet way, more often than not, but doing things that make a difference. Today, my pleasure to welcome into the studio Kevin Murray.
Hi.
Kevin is a president of the School District of Janesville Board of Trustees. So, is it Mr. President or Mr. Commissioner?
Kevin.
It's Kevin. That I appreciate very much. Kevin, you have a long, rich history in the Janesville area as not only a volunteer, but you grew up here, and you're a great source of Janesville history, and you've got a perspective that I've always admired because
Well, thank you.
can see it at two different levels. You can see it from way back when, and you can see it today, but you also have that vision for the future, and that's kind of a great perspective to bring to the table.
Well, thanks for that. That's very kind.
Well,
I've been a public servant pretty much my whole life.
I was going to say, professionally, you worked for years and years and years with the Janesville Fire Department, correct?
30 years as a firefighter paramedic. Yeah. I was in the service as well, in the Air Force.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that, believe it or not, I'm guessing is great preparation for some of the roles you take on today.
Well, you know, I joined the service to see the world.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 4 years in Illinois. But it was
But that's
the
a different
best
world,
thing
though.
for me.
You know, when you're doing foreign service like that, that's great experience.
But at the time, I was an average student.
Mm-hmm.
College wasn't on the radar for me. My first job was print on Harding Street, filling Glade air fresheners full of goop.
Okay.
And something happened. It's like, I don't think I can
Do this for the rest of my life.
So I went to recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I have no idea. And next thing you know, Dad's dropped me off in Milwaukee.
You get a physical, and
there you
off to
go.
basic you go.
My mom was crying, and my dad was already got the car started and ready to go home.
In the hopes that you'd come home grown up.
Yeah, it really impacted me, and met a lot of people from diverse backgrounds in parts of the country. They straightened me up a little bit when I needed it.
Oh, and I didn't realize that there was a large Air Force presence in Illinois, but there is a large Air Force presence in Illinois.
I was at Scott Air Force Base close to St. Louis, and training base was close to Champaign, Rantoul Air Force Base, which is now closed.
Yeah.
It's been closed a long time.
Yeah. Did your MOS in the Air Force give you training that prepared you for your ultimate return to Janesville and joining the fire department?
Absolutely. When you in the service at that time, you got to fill out what we called a dream sheet, and you got to try to pick what you wanted to do. And my third or fourth pick was the fire department, and that's where they put me. Fire crash on an air base, sent me the training. So when I got out of the service, I had 4 years of experience. I was already an emergency medical technician. They sent me training for that. I was already an emergency rescue technician. At that time, when I applied in Janesville, that was a little new to have somebody already trained like that before they...
Well, and those were the days when the paramedic program was truly in its infancy. And it was more of a dream going forward than it was the reality of having all of those services here. So you're kind of a pioneer in that respect.
So it was... I'm very fortunate and grateful for that experience. It was good for me.
Well, after 30 years in the fire department as a firefighter paramedic, you found yourself with the urge or the itch to run for Janesville School Board. What causes something like that to happen to somebody who should have the world by the handle? You've got a good number of years behind you and tenure in the fire department. What trips the trigger that says, I want to do something different, want to do something more?
That's a great question, because before I ran for school board, I ran for state assembly. And I ran against, well, at the time, Wayne Wood was up for re-election.
Yeah.
And I threw my hat in, and then Mike Sheridan did as well. So we know how that outcome.
Yeah.
But why is when I got on the job in 1980 at the Janesville Fire Department, budget issues. And at that time, we just opened up Station 4 on Milwaukee Street, and they hired about 30 people. And I was the last of the group. And budgets were tight, and they were going to lay off 5 of us. And I only been here like a few months, and I was already going to get laid off, 5 of us. And every firefighter, young and old, went to bat for us and did political action, went to council meetings, everybody, and saved my job by 1 vote.
Wow.
So it's like, all right, I'm
The
all
light
in.
bulb goes off.
I'm all in for local politics because it does matter. In my case, was significant.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a young family, just came here, thank God, and grateful to have the opportunity, but that's really was my motivation.
Okay.
And I have enough obsessive personality that I'm going for it.
Well, and I know you by reputation that when you decide you want to do something, you do it. And there's no such thing as an immovable object. You will find a way either through it, above it, around it, but you'll get the job done. When did you run first for school board?
So I ran twice for assembly. The second time I ran into who I just loved dearly, and she was outstanding, is Deb Colsty. So the school board crossed my mind. I says, well, why not? Because I still want to be involved in local politics.
You had children in school, presumably?
My wife and I both graduated from Craig. 2 of my boys were in school at that time, and now I've got grandchildren in our school district. So that was the motivation for me, to be involved, because it matters. It just matters.
How did you and your wife reconcile the fact that, one, it takes some time to do the job right. 2, it's a big distraction because even when you're not in a board meeting or preparing for a board meeting, I'm going to guess that your mind is a lot focused on the next issue that's up and coming that you're going to have to face. You have to prioritize things. How did you and your spouse work through that?
That's a great question too. You know, when I'm at my best, I realize that certain things are on the top, like my family and my faith in my family, responsibilities like work, and then my relationships, and I kind of put school board in there, public relationships. But if I keep those things in line, usually it works out. It's just when I flip things over and all of a sudden I can't stop thinking about school board issues or what the other commissioners said, then that's when I get out of whack because I got to regroup and let's start back at the top.
It's that juggling act because you have a limited number of hours in a week that you can deal with, and some of us almost are obsessive enough that we know we got 1,440 minutes in a day that we can allocate, and some of us allocate those out in 6-minute increments. It's crazy, but it's a matter of setting priorities and doing what is important, right?
Yeah, and my wife and I, she's always supported me, and we're different. She's the type of individual that she knows how to relax and chill. She loves to read. She can sit there and read, and when I'm at home, I'm running around the house looking for something to do. So she knows I need to be engaged and be real active for my own health, fitness, but she's been very supportive. Like we had a school board meeting this week, and I always take Monday to study my school board stuff most of the time because it's very important. I like to know and read ahead of time. You know, so I have to make
and
that a
meetings are on
priority.
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, the second and fourth Tuesday.
And wouldn't it be nice if the agendas for the school board came out on, say, the Wednesday prior?
Yes.
So that folks would have a little bit more time to actually study them. If there is a pet peeve in the public arena that I carry with me, and I've carried with me for a long time, it's the fact that just about every public entity has difficulty getting an agenda posted so that John and Joan Q. Citizen can keep tabs on what's going on. And it even makes it tough for you folks who are the commissioners and have to make those decisions to cram the night before. It's a little bit like an exam, isn't it?
Yeah, that we do have to address this frequently to make sure we get the information before the weekend at least. And we've done a real good job of getting our agendas out on Thursdays. But still, when you have hot ticket items like the 9 board members are going to determine what kind of health care plan we have for 1,200 employees Tuesday night, and here's your information Friday night.
Yeah.
So be prepared Tuesday to make a decision.
Yeah.
But those kinds of issues, if you're paying attention, which most board members do, this information has already been through other committees and other formats, so it's not something that just happened overnight. But to get that most current information sometimes can come slowly.
Well, and unfortunately, or fortunately, the buck stops with you folks around the table, around the dais that have to vote on yay or nay. This is going to affect what our 1,200 employees are going to end up contributing into their health insurance or not. You also are that group of folks that decide whether or not we're going to make a priority in school academic performance. It's a pretty awesome responsibility.
You know, the agenda is also important for the public to see what's coming up, because if they don't know what's on the agenda, or they don't know it soon enough, they may not be able to attend or give their opinion to a board member as well.
And if I were to ask, I'm sure you would stress that what you hear from the public, that feedback is pretty critical. You pay attention to it.
Well, you know, we do, and I do, because we get very little. So when somebody takes time to call me or email me or text me or talk to me, I take it very seriously, because believe it or not, we get very little feedback.
Which
Very
is
little.
unfortunate in and of itself, and it's kind of a vicious cycle, because information feeds questions, and if you don't have the information, because agendas come out late, it's tough for the public to get up to speed to be able to ask the intelligent questions. And nobody likes surprises, let alone shocks that often sometimes happen. How many years on the Janesville School Board?
20 years and 4 months.
20 years and 4 months, and you keep coming back, and you keep doing yeoman service to the community. And we've watched the Janesville School District thrive and go through some many challenges, but it's been under your guidance, your tutelage, your leadership for 20 years plus. Keep it up.
Well, thank
Kevin
you.
Murray, currently
Well, thanks.
president of the Janesville School Board, another one of the newsmakers that, hey, he makes a difference in the quality of life we enjoy here in Rock County. Next time, we'll introduce another one of those individuals who, well, they make it better for all of us because of the sacrifice of time, talent, and energy that they contribute on behalf of all of us in this community. Have a great day.